Hello, my name is Nnamdi, and this is my sixth weekly blog post for the Frederick Douglass Distinguished Scholars Program. I'm reading the book Think and Grow Rich, and the question of the week is, Robert Greene suggests that the way you carry yourself will often determine how you are treated. How does your subconscious mind impact your ability to develop relationships, and how do your relationships impact how you carry yourself? Well, the quote by Robert Greene is something that I strongly believe in because being cognizant of the way I carry myself is something that's been instilled in me by my parents and my upbringing. And the way you carry yourself is not simply the physical things, such as your manner of speaking or the way you dress, but it's also the intangible things, such as the confidence that you exude when you're around others. And this is important because people subconsciously decide how they're going to regard you based on the way you regard yourself. And even Hill suggests in his book that personal magnetism is a great advantage in relationships. And specifically, he cites, a handshake, voice tone, posture, positive vibrations of thought, and body adornment as ways in which you can increase your personal magnetism and advance your relationships. In terms of how the subconscious mind affects the development of relationships, Hill talks about how subconscious thoughts such as fear and doubt can stunt spiritual relationships, which is something that I found interesting as a Christian. He'll suggest that if you approach prayer from a standpoint of having negative emotions such as fear and doubt, then you're stunting the effectiveness of that prayer, and as a result, you're stopping the development of spiritual relationship with something that he calls infinite intelligence. However, I think that the term infinite intelligence is referring to some kind of higher powers, maybe such as God. Again, in terms of the way relationships impact the way you carry yourself, I noticed that of the 10 major mind stimulants that Hill cites in his book, 5 of them deal with relationships, and these 5 are the desire for sex, love, friendship, belonging to a mastermind group, and mutual suffering. And the way these relationships impact the way you carry yourself is that they intensify our thought and they organize our thought patterns and guide us towards personal achievement. However, I found it interesting to note that Hill only cites the way that men's relationships with women can push them towards their own personal achievement. And I think that's based on the time in which the book was originally published. Males were still the primary breadwinners of their family, and the relationships between males and females and the dynamic between genders was quite different than the way it is now. So that's why he's always citing women as the impetus behind men's personal achievement.